Hey everyone, Elite here, back again with another episode of Pokemon Showdown, and day 4 of the Monogen week. And to probably my favorite generation, 4th Gen. 4th Gen was my first generation actually, Pokemon Diamond, and I absolutely fell in love with the series, and to this day, Pokemon Platinum is probably my favorite Pokemon game of all time. But with the introduction out of the way, let's check out the team. So first we have Azelf, which is a very interesting Pokemon. It's got Stealth Rock, Explosion, Skill Swap, and Taunt, which is a very, very unique moveset, I'm sure. Stealth Rock sets up, Skill Swap gives... I'm having a mind blank. What does Skill Swap do again? Yeah, user and target shared ability, so it can give the enemy Levitate, and it can give me whatever they have, essentially taking away something important from them if they have a very important ability. But there's Explosion, I use it essentially after the Focus Sash pops, because more than likely Azelf will not be surviving a hit. It's not very bulky, as you can see by its stats. And it's got Taunt, which keeps enemies from doing their own kind of setting up. Next I have Rotom Wash, something any OU player would be familiar with. It is a very basic set. It's very bulky, but it's also incredibly offensive at the same time. And with the Lumberry Rest, it's essentially Resto Chesto set. You fall asleep, you wake up, and you keep going. And of course, Thunder Wave for easy status, powerful Stab Water, and Volt Switch, because Stab Volt Switch not only hits hard, but it's very effective in getting your team swapped around. Next is Weavile, holding a Life Orb with Pressure ability. Carrying Knockoff, Icicle Crash, Ice Shard, Poison Jab. I feel like I've used Weavile on the team before. Maybe it wasn't a team I used on here though. Cut the trash out while you're editing, please. This is garbage. With Knockoff, Icicle Crash, Ice Shard, and Poison Jab. All very reliable moves. Ice Shard has priority, Icicle Crash is prone to critting, I believe, or it's prone to flinching, one of the two. Knockoff because it's a very potent move in general, and Poison Jab to take out fairies with my high speed, high attack. And with Jolly, it's going to be hitting first more than likely. Next is Magnezone with the Air Balloon, Magnet Pull ability to keep enemies in. With Hidden Power Fire, which is a very powerful special attack fire type move that my team kind of needed. Volt Switch, Flash Cannon, and Thunderbolt. Now I realize I do have 2 electric types built with the Volt Switch, but considering how viable that move is and how defensively bulky Magnezone is, meanwhile how special defensively bulky Rotom is, it's nice to have both of them to count that, and due to the fact that they both essentially avoid their only weakness, they're really good Pokemon. Next is Mega Garchomp with the Garchomp Bite and the Rough Skin ability, which it gets Sand Force after Mega Evolving, so. With Swords Dance, Dragon Claw, Earthquake, Stone Edge. This is very similar to my Mega Scizor setup, but it's much more just pure offense. Get a Swords Dance up, then I just kind of crush anything in my way, or I can just continue setting up. Plus, however, Mega Garchomp is slower than normal Garchomp, and that's one of its problems, and that's why a lot of people also like just using normal Garchomp. But considering its offense, I'm kind of happy with the way it looks. Lastly, I have Togekiss with the Leftovers and Serene Grace ability, with Nasty Plot, Air Slash, Heal Bell, Roost. Nasty Plot Air Slash is just going to annihilate everything in sight. If I outspeed them, then I'm also getting the potential to flinch, Heal Bell to heal my entire team, and Roost just to keep Togekiss's bulk in the battlefield even longer. But with the team description out of the way, let's get on to the first battle. And already we have a really interesting team. A lot of lower level Pokemon here too. But I'm gonna go out with Azelf first, because I can use my Stealth Rocks. And they actually use their Stealth Rocks too. I'm going to taunt whatever Pokemon comes out, so it can't do any setting up or anything. And it's the waiting game. Okay, I went for taunt. The Omastar can no longer do anything like that. Okay, they were more likely expecting a switch out, I think. I don't really want this thing's ability, so I'm not sure what I want to do here. I can go for taunt again, expecting to swap out. They did not swap out. So I think I'm gonna go into Rotom. I'm gonna keep Azelf and more than likely just self-destruct when I get the opportunity. Okay. So now I can just Thunder Wave anything that comes in. It's an absolutely safe Thunder Wave unless Flygon comes in. That's nice. I'll just Hydro Pump it instead because Flygon's defenses, they're both terrible. So, unless I swap out again, which would be kind of smart, Flygon is going to take a beating from that. So now it's using Outrage, Togekiss, and it's guaranteed confusion. So I'll go in for the Air Slash. Or should I expect this? I don't know. I'm gonna actually expect it to attack first. Stone Edge, but I survived because of my bulkiness. I missed the Air Slash, and that could cost me the entire game right there. So I'm gonna have to go into... probably just gonna have to sack off Rotom at this point, which really sucks. And now I can go into Weavile safely and just Ice Shard. They actually did not swap out, and their Flygon is down. A lot of these Pokemon are actually in lower tiers, so I'm kind of interested to see what they're going for here. I am going to go for the knockoff immediately, which doesn't do damage. Earth Power won't kill. And... okay, some guy in chat is just going ham. I'm just gonna Icicle Crash. I don't understand what's going on in the chat. You're reading this. Reading this, not me. So they can't actually send out the Shedinja, which is the best thing about it. Shedinja will instantly die. I will outspeed, so I'll just knock off the Aggron now, unless it's a Mega. Which means I should probably not do that. Yeah, this thing is more likely going to be a Mega. So So I'm going to go into the Magna Zone instead. I was correct with the Mega assumption. Earthquake misses because of the air balloon. So now I can just go in for the... Honestly, I can just go in for the Thunderbolt. Ironhead is gonna do little to nothing, but I flinched, and now they can get Earthquake off. I'll swap into Togekiss to avoid the Earthquake. And I'll just go for Air Slash just to hope for a flinch. While it was resisted, I did get the flinch. But I'm not really seeing what I can do here at this point. This Aggron is just kind of a threat to my whole team. I'm gonna Roost, but I know I'm not gonna survive any of this. Yeah, I figured as much. But now is a safe and free switch into the Garchomp. And because it's Mega, and none of their team has Levitate, I can safely EQ. But knowing that I outspeed, and considering my defenses, I should Swords Dance. Aggron doesn't have anything super effective that I know of, except for possibly Dragon Tail. And if it has Dragon Tail, then it doesn't really matter what I do. I'm immediately going to get swapped out, death or not. So, Swords Dance is the only play here that's really smart, that I can think of. But as we wait... Okay, there we go. I was kind of wondering what was going on there. It does dead, but I outspeed. I'm just going to EQ, and it should be dead. So now with the Swords Dance up, Garchomp's attack is a powerful... 878. I can now just... I can just use Earthquake, actually. And it's dead. So I pretty much won this battle. I'm gonna go for Stone Edge. I mean, it's not gonna miss. And Shayden's just gonna come out, but it's not gonna win. But that was a good battle, actually. It was actually getting kind of worrying because of the Mega Aggron had me kind of cornered. But that was a really good first battle. I was kind of sad I didn't get to use Azelf at all. Didn't get to really see its potential. But I'm still really happy on it. But without any waiting, without any more hesitation, let's move on to the next battle. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. This is going to be really interesting. I think my best bet is to go into Azelf. So the Mew comes out, it's got Synchronize, but I'm just going to taunt first turn, that way it can't do anything crazy. And not quite sure what they're doing. Now, we'll have you know, a lot of these Pokemon I don't use very often. Obviously, with the exception of Magnezone, Rotom, and Weavile. But the other three I barely ever use at all. So I gotta set up Stealth Rocks. That's really important for taking out that Gliscor. Mew goes for Dark Pulse, taking me out, but I've taunted it and I've put down rocks. I don't know why I just spaced there. And now I'll send out my Weavile, which will most certainly outspeed. And I can just knock off. So the Mew's down. Hopefully Weavile can actually do sweeping potentially. I don't think it will, but it always could. I'm gonna go for knockoff again. While I will take spikes damage from it, it's not gonna have its leftovers, which will cripple it because it's gonna start doing protecting sort of things. At this point, I think I might just continuously go for Icicle Crash because it's normal effective stab, and it can flinch out the opponent, I think. They go for Gyro Ball, which will most definitely kill me. And that was a good play on their part. At this point, I'll go up into Togekiss and Air Slash. Air Slash didn't not kill, but the Ferrothorn flinched. I can Air Slash again, and my leftovers will get me near full health with Togekiss. So now they send out the Audino, which I imagine is their support Pokemon. So I'm going to Nasty Plot and hope that... Okay. Well, I can just do this again and I'll constantly beat it because Nasty Plot is better than Calm Mind. I'm gonna go for the Air Slash, potentially flinch it out if I can. Critical hit instantly kills the Audino. I didn't expect that to happen, honestly. Well, they forfeited. But because I'm not that far into the episode, I won't count this one as a full battle. But that went pretty well, actually. I wish they hadn't have forfeited, because it wasn't that uneven of a battle. Okay, now this is the kind of team I expect to see on OU. This is going to be a hell of a battle right now. Okay, so I don't have game sounds on. I'm sorry about that. I'll turn the game sounds on. I look like an idiot. I'm just gonna send out the Stealth Rock now. Dragon Breath. What? That's an odd one. I imagine this thing has Sap Sipper, so I'm not even gonna mess with that. I'm just gonna go for Explosion right away and hopefully kill it. Well, it was worth a try. I'm actually going to knock off. They're more than likely expecting the Ice Shard. They did not expect the Ice Shard, but it didn't matter. Weavile is a very good early game sweeper and a good late game sweeper. It really works anytime, but you gotta get it in a clean switch, and you gotta make sure it has plenty of health when it goes in, because it's very frail, and with the Life Orb that. So now I can just continue to use knockoff, unless this Skarmory outspeeds, which there's no way. Even if it's Scarfed max everything, it's not gonna outspeed. So they did go for Stealth Rock. Now I'm gonna go for Icicle Crash. And it did not kill. They were going for Iron Head and it's gonna kill. Well, I think I'm just gonna go after the Garchomp. And I think I'm just gonna Dragon Claw right away. I know I'm gonna outspeed, because the Skarmory is not very fast. But the Sylveon could come out. It's a safer bet to go for Stone Edge. Stone Edge misses, and Brave Bird kills himself. That's not how I wanted any of that to go. Well, the Excadrill is out, and now would be a better time than any just to Earthquake it. And it outspeeds for whatever reason. Apparently it's got some kind of item to boost its speed. So at this point, it feels safe to just go straight into Rotom. I don't know why else I wouldn't. And I'm gonna go into Hydro Pump. No, I'm gonna go to Hydro Pump. Unless the Slobo really does come out, I think I'm fine. The Earthquake. Mold Breaker Earthquake. That's cool. I didn't realize it was Mold Breaker. Well, I'll go for the Hidden Power Fire, I guess. I'm immune because of the balloon, so I think it's actually stuck into this move. I'm gonna Flash Cannon for safety reasons. And, I don't think it can do anything. I'm gonna swap into the Togekiss and take advantage of this. Okay, so if they're not gonna swap out, I'm just gonna nasty plot. There's no reason not to. I already have a decent speed stat. The only way they're gonna be able to outspeed is if Trick Room goes into effect, or the Sylveon comes out and it's faster, but it's not. So I'm gonna go for the Air Slash. Hopefully get a flinch or a crit. One of the two would be really useful right about now. But as I wait, I wonder what this Sylveon's gonna go for. You could potentially Calm Mind and then go Baton Pass. Or this could be a completely different, just special defensive set. Sylveon can do a lot, just like any of the other evolutions. So I really don't know what to expect. I missed the Air Slash. Hyper Voice really didn't do that much. And this thing only has leftovers. So I'm guessing I can go for another Nasty Plot. And I can just Roost. Because it's only 34% and I get 56% at the end of each turn. So they're probably going to go for another Hyper Voice, but because I'm faster, I will most certainly make it out here. And the Hyper Voice takes me about to half health. Now I'll just Roost again. I'm guessing this thing doesn't have any other attack moves or something. I'm not really sure why. This might be the best move it has, possibly. But I mean, I feel like going for another Nasty Plot. And maxing out my special attack. Because why not? There's no reason to worry about it at this point. It kind of soiled it. I don't realize the trouble they've brought upon them. This thing's running low on Hyper Voices. It's hit me so many times with it. I feel bad because they haven't got a crit, but at the same time, you can't bank on the crit in this game. It's not safe. So I'm gonna Air Slash it. I missed the Air Slash. This Air Slash is gonna be the downfall of everything. Is it gonna go for it again? It just keeps going for Hyper Voice, and I don't know why. I'm gonna go for the Air Slash again. It's going to connect this time. Right? Right, game? Thank you. Flinched. And it's down. Okay. Slowly regaining health after each turn too. Togekiss is quite the monster if you let it get set up. I don't know what their plan is. Excadrill has Mold Breaker, but there's not really too much I can do with that. As long as I don't miss, it outspeeds me? I don't get this game. I'm just gonna Hidden Power Fire. I mean, I don't know what else. Well, I guess the good news is it can't go for Earthquake now. I mean, it goes for another Iron Head. Whatever, it's done. This is one of the strangest battles I've done I've ever recorded, honestly. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on here. I'm just gonna go for Thunderbolt. It's gonna overheat. I don't know. That was some stupid shit. Why is Excadrill so fast? I don't get it. Why is it outspeeding so many of my Pokemon? It outspeeded my Mega, it outspeeded every member of my team, I think. Maybe not the Weavile, but I can't remember if it outsped the Weavile, honestly. I don't know. Let's get on to the final battle, though. Okay, this one should be kind of fun. I like the look of their team. Once again, I'm going to start with Azelf. Rocks is very important, especially because there's two Bug-type Pokemon and an Ice-type. Rocks will tear them apart if I get them set up as fast as possible. They did go into the Weavile, so more than likely they're at this point just going to break my Sash. Oh. Well, I didn't account for that. I have no idea what to do here. I'm actually going to go into Magnezone. I hate to pop its balloon. Critical hit. I can't take hits like that. I'm going to go into Hidden Power Fire. And are they swapping out? They go into the Conkeldurr. They use Hidden Power. Yeah, that's not going to do anything. I don't know why I stayed in on that. Volt Switch. And I should have just swapped into the Togekiss now that I'm really thinking about it. Swap because I know they're going to swap out. I don't know, that was a misplay on my part. Still. I mean, Conkeldurr could go for a good Rock-type move, but I don't know if Conkeldurr's moveset that well. I imagine Stone Edge is in the arsenal, but I don't know. I'm probably bulky enough to take a Stone Edge. And I'm definitely going to outspeed it, so I'm just kind of curious of what they go for. Used Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch won't kill me if it hits again, or unless they get a really good max roll. I'm not sure what they're going to do now. I imagine they're just going to go for another Thunder Punch, hoping for the max roll. But I would like to get another Nasty Plot up if I could, but it's just, I don't feel like it's worth risking it. Especially if they just bring the Weavile back out. Any Ice-type move will take Togekiss out at this point. Although special defense is still good too. I'm gonna have to start the timer. But things are getting kinda tense, honestly. I'm not sure what they're gonna go for. Anytime now. So this is exciting. Anyway, I was thinking about tomorrow, which should be Friday, I believe. I might have another video up. I'm not sure what it'll be just yet, but it's going to be something different from this, but it's still going to be gameplay. So look forward to that. So it sends out the Scolipede. Here we go. Scolipede's going to outspeed, it's going to go for a rock something. In fact, there's no reason to stay in on a Scolipede because it's got poison type moves as well. But I do not want to poison my Garchomp. In fact, I don't want to poison anything. But Rotom can take it because it's got a Lum Berry. Lum takes care of the poison. Now this thing has a speed boost, and that is very scary. So I'll Thunder Wave it. It can't really do anything against Thunder Wave. And actually anything that gets swapped in will get severely crippled by Thunder Wave. So the Gardevoir's out now. And I'm going to... I'm just going to Hydro Pump. Gardevoir's special defense is good. So that's probably not a good idea actually. I'm going to Volt Switch instead. And just see what the Gardevoir goes for. Rotom can take any hit though, because if you look at its defenses and its HP, it's pretty much built for bulk. So this thing is going to... Oh. And they forfeited. Well, I suppose that's the end of the video. I mean, I'm nearing 35 minutes, although I might edit down. This keeps happening only on these videos. I don't know, I might do a bonus video soon, I don't know. I'll consider what I'll do with these teams, because I don't want to just do one episode with each of these teams and then never use them again. So, after everything's said and done and I use all 6 teams, I might either put them together and see if I can stream. Once again, I've been looking into it and I'm not sure how exactly it's going to go. More than likely it will be on Twitch though. And if I can't stream with my computer, which wouldn't surprise me, then I'll make a special extra long video where I use each team just to get you a little more content with this team, because I don't want to just throw them away immediately. Not to mention I probably will use them if we go to standard OU battles one, occasional OU episode, because I'm not going to do themes all the time like I said. Next week will probably just be whatever I feel like doing. But with that out of the way, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if you did, and I'll see you guys in the next one.